plena me alegra el corazón. Esta plena me brinda satisfacción. Con el requinto y el seguidor y esta melodía con la combinación. Esta plena me alegra el corazón. Esta plena me brinda satisfacción. Con el requinto y el seguidor y esta melodía con la combinación. De Borinquen te la traigo yo y la canto en Nueva York.
Initially, I just thought maybe of writing one song that kind of featured the rhythm, and maybe, you know, the first idea I had was using the panderos, the tuning of the panderos as a harmonic bass to write a tune kind of based on the tuning of the panderos. That was my first idea, kind of a couple years ago. And then I started thinking more and more about it, and I had this idea of doing something similar to what we did on this Jibaro project, which was pretty much trying to find a kind of a common element, something concrete from the music that you know, that I could take and kind of create a series of compositions. You know? So that's how the project started. The Plena rhythm sort of unadulterated in the sense that I just wanted to have the rhythm be the core of all the music, you know. So I didn't try to alter the rhythm in another meter or, you know, things like that. I kind of pretty much. I mean, there's a couple of exceptions, but pretty much kept it the way it is, you know, chord forward, the way it usually works, and, you know, the same kind of rhythm, because I wanted to bring this element of having percussionists in the band, and I wanted to have it be as raw as possible, right? Historically, it's said that it was first heard in Ponce, in the south of Puerto Rico, specifically in a barrio called La Joya del Castillo. But also, you know, it has a lot of roots in Mayagüez, of course, in that kind of eastern, western, and southwestern area of Puerto Rico. And later, of course, it developed in the capital. One of the initial ideas of the project was to have it be kind of two halves. One of the halves would be basically a composition that had lyrics, right? And the lyrics, I was trying to stay pretty close to the tradition of Plena. So mostly the lyrics talk about, you know, basically Plena and the pandero and how great it is to play, and, you know, so on and so forth. And you know, later I added something that had maybe a little more social content, like that song Que Será de Puerto Rico, and then that song Despedida, which is more of a, you know, it kind of talks about something that happens, that like it's basically telling a story, you know, which is also a big part of the tradition of this music. Music as itself, you know, in terms of technically, in terms of notes and rhythms and stuff like that, is limited. right? I mean, there's a certain limit of things you can do with notes and rhythms and registers and stuff like that. So, you know, that's where the human element comes in, and expression and all that stuff kind of makes music music. Kind of give them this idea of everything kind of being the same in terms of music, kind of interlocked, especially in America, you know, and all these different styles and, you know, frontiers and countries that have their music, but, you know, once you start kind of opening up and kind of letting all any sense of ego or even any sense of, you know, patriotism, or this is ours and that's theirs, or, you know, that kind of thing. You know, once you let that aside and kind of open up and see everything as a whole, just kind of being humble about just music being so much bigger than